Now, he was said to burn his enemies alive or even disembowel them. Now, the man who led one of Mexico's most notorious drugs gangs has been captured, a major victory in the drugs war. Miguel Angel Trevino, who headed the much-feared Los Zetas cartel, was seized near the Texas border. His car was packed with weapons and $2 million in cash. This report by our Washington correspondent Matt Fry does contain images that some of you might find distressing.
The chubby man in black looks remarkably relaxed for a drug czar who's just been arrested for mass murder. Miguel Angel Trevino wasn't even a household name. He'd only been running the infamous Los Zetas since October. He was captured on this country road near the Texan border. With him, his bodyguard, his accountant, $2 million in cash, and an arsenal of weapons, not one of which was fired. And the official mugshot of Trevino is a vintage piece of understatement. Probably responsible for illicit acts, it states. What Trevino was running was as much a death and torture squad as a drugs cartel. And those illicit acts, well, if you have a weak stomach, please leave the room now. Here's a very small sample. Most of it is simply too grisly to show. There was the summary beheading of 200 migrants. The casino fire which killed at least 50. The preferred method of killing involves beheading with chainsaws. Other victims are dissolved in vats of acid. Much of this was filmed by the Zetas, a kind of show and tell of horrors. Unimaginable brutality has become common currency in Mexico's drug war, which has claimed more lives than Syria's civil war. At least 85,000 since 2006, when the authorities began to crack down on the cartels. Today's arrest has been hailed as a major victory by the state, but what difference will it make? The Zetas cartel boasts 10,000 members. What started off as a group of rogue special forces has become a state within a state. Its bosses have been arrested before. They are quickly replaced. Trevino, known mainly by his number Z40, replaced this man in October, whose name has already been forgotten. Which was about the same time that Enrique Peña Nieto took office. Mexico's president, the good-looking one on the right, congratulated by his illustrious guest from Washington for stamping on crime and corruption. But if it weren't for the demand for drugs from America, Mexico wouldn't have a problem. It produces few drugs itself, but it is the gateway to the American market across the border. The curse of corruption meets the curse of geography.